but I always like to ask the guest, what would you say is your turning point? And you told me this story that I had never heard before. And it was actually about this car accident that you had been in, a very serious car accident in the year 2000. So tell us about that and what happened.
Well, it's a good sign that you have good subject matter for your podcast, because I spent a couple of days before we talked too asking myself, what is my turning point? And I think most people don't have just one. And you can probably look back and think personally and professionally, maybe you have different ones. In my case, as I said to you the other day, I had a long history in my life of not being able to ask for help. And I always liked, as a young person, accomplishing a lot. I started on Street Cents when I was 15. I had an adult career when I wasn't that old. I hit these kind of milestones earlier than most people, in part because I lost a parent when I was 8. My dad died. And so I had to find a way to get through that. Optimism certainly served me there. But I was unable to kind of ask people for help. So depending on how much you subscribe to the universe and it having ways of showing you signs, what did the universe do to me? Put me in a place where I had to go back to square one and ask people around me for help. So I was driving with my then girlfriend on the highway in Nova Scotia. It was a single lane highway, and a young woman driving towards me crossed the line and hit me head on. She was looking over her shoulder at another accident that had happened behind her. And in that moment, I broke my femur in multiple places. My left femur, which you're learned a lot about this part of your body. Your femoral artery is wrapped around your femur. And what happens sometimes is a piece of bone can sever that artery and you can bleed to death internally.
Oh my gosh. So
I think my lack of knowledge really helped me because I didn't really understand at any stage how serious it was. But orthopedic surgeons are incredible. They were able to put my femur back together, spend some time in a wheelchair, reflecting, spend some time on crutches, spend some time with a cane, which you can see in the first season of Trailer Park Boys. But really the lesson was it forced me to ask people in my life, can you wash my hair? Can you get groceries for me? Can you heat a magic bag? Because I can't. And I can't is something that's really hard to say out loud for most people, especially people who have kind of built a wall of pride in their life. And so the kind of nice upside of that is people like being asked for help. People like being asked because then maybe they'll ask you for help next time. And as far as the human experience goes, that's how we get connected to each other, by helping.